All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Rise of the Tomb Raider. Today we are going to be doing the Blood Ties DLC in one video here. So we're going to complete it here now, and then we're going to move on to Shadow of the Tomb Raider. But I wanted to do this DLC. I've never done it before. It's a blind playthrough of this. So seeing as I've just played through Rise of the Tomb Raider for the second time, and I didn't really remember too much of it, I thought it'd be really cool to do something completely new here as well on the channel. So Blood Ties, I'm going to be starting up Tomb Raider 3, of course, soon as well. We just completed Tomb Raider 2 Remastered as well. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on here on the channel. I'm thinking about starting maybe a Fallout New Vegas playthrough because I've never played that game before, I just realized. But anyway, let's jump in. Let's do this thing. Blood Ties. Here we go. Lara Croft, we're heading to Croft Manor here, and should be a fun one. And I've seen people kind of comparing this to like Resident Evil games and stuff, like it's kind of like a horror style game almost, so that intrigues me. Like, because Croft Manor obviously is like a perfect location for something like that, so we'll see how it goes. Let's see what we got.
Final notice to Lara Croft, current tenant of premises. This is to serve as your final notice for the purposes of terminating your ownership of Croft Manor. You are required to immediately vacate and surrender possession of said manor to Atlas de Mornay, executor of
Lara,
estates.
it is unfortunate that you have forced my hand in this matter, but so be it. As you know, your parents appointed me executor of the estate in the event of their absence. Since your mother disappeared, her death was never technically declared. And given the circumstances surrounding your father's death, it's no surprise that he never drafted a formal last will and testament to account for this circumstance. Unfortunately, you have no legal claims to the estate. I'm willing to negotiate a modest monthly stipend from your trust, but only if you leave the manor by week's end. Don't fight me on this, Lara. Your mother wouldn't want that. Sincerely, Atlas.
There has to be a will or some kind of evidence of what happened to Mum in the manor somewhere. Dad's safe. Needs a combination. It's got to be in Dad's papers somewhere. Maybe in the library.
Okay, let's go check the library then. Interesting. Okay, so we have to try and save the manor. Let's have a look at everything inside here.
Dad
So what do we
would have
got?
liked me to go to Oxford, but I insisted on UCL. Yep, looks real. Roth once offered to forge me a fake diploma to show Dad.
Of course he did. Goddamn Roth, we miss him.
Well, this is a hell of a thing. I met someone tonight quite unexpectedly. But it shouldn't have been, it seems. I've been so buried in my work, so distracted by my latest revelations, I never bothered to notice my surroundings. But there she was, sitting at my table in the library. Her name is Amelia. And apparently she's been studying right next to me. Art history, of all things. I shared some of my research.
Does he have a
against
lisp,
my
or is
better
this just
judgment.
the...
I wanted to see how she would respond.
I don't remember him having
And
it.
she did not disappoint. I felt as if I was suddenly engaged in a mental game of chess, moving and counter-moving in argument. At one point, that poor old librarian had to shush us as if we were children. I feel so foolish for not having noticed her earlier. She's a brilliant woman who's challenged my ideas for the first time in memory. In truth, I don't know if she's feeling as exhilarated as I am right now, but I dare say our conversation was mutually stimulating. For the first time in a long time, I find myself thinking about something else besides my research. I hope she returns for another round tomorrow.
My parents made a good team, challenging each other from the start.
So yeah, that was Lara's mother, Amelia.
My
Okay.
birthday crown. I was so proud of that thing. That's my handwriting. My penmanship was pretty good.
The Treasure of the Ancients. I'm kind of enjoying this. We're getting a look inside Lara's kind of early life and her parents and stuff. This is really cool. Getting more info like this.
A picture with Dad and Anna. Never liked wearing dresses, but the color was nice. This is probably my grandfather, Benjamin.
Benjamin Croft. We got a map here.
Dad's map of the forgotten cities of northern Syria. He was closer than he knew to finding the Prophet's tomb.
Mm-hmm. He was indeed. Is there something in this little drawer here? Aha!
Dad's book about immortality myths might be useful in my research.
Interesting. Okay. Let's have a look at this as well. I want to check out everything in here.
I finally introduced
Amelia,
Richard to
okay.
the family. It went precisely how I imagined. I see but polite grace from mother, indifference and disinterest from father, and thinly veiled contempt from Atlas. Of course they don't approve. To them, Lord Croft is the man who took away their beloved daughter and ruined her long-standing engagement, though I was never going to marry that repugnant Earl of Farringdon anyway. One might think they would be happy that I was being courted by a genuine lord of the realm. It just happens to be Richard Croft. In their eyes, the man who single-handedly ruined a once great family. But there's nothing to be done now. Watching how Richard dealt with their subtle insults and disrespect. Such grace and calm. I know he did it for me. I think I'm falling in love with this man. It will break my mother's heart, but I cannot live the life she imagined for me. My time with Richard has only made this clearer.
Tale as old as
It must have been
time.
hard for
The
Mum to go
disapproving
against
parents.
her family's wishes. I'm glad she did.
Alright, let's head to the library then.
The door to the library.
Is it locked? Should I check elsewhere first?
Dad's artifacts from the Nile Valley. I always loved looking at these.
What's this one then?
Dad became interested in immortality myths after his expeditions to Egypt.
Cool. Alright, let's have a look in the next room as well. There's a laptop and a note. Who's this from?
Lara, I've reviewed
Atlas.
the report from your therapist. I have to say I was surprised to see a clean bill of health. I somehow doubt you've so easily abandoned your irrational claims. Indeed, where have you been the past few weeks? My secretary
Cool, this guy's
discovered that you
stalking
booked a
me,
flight
like-
to Turkey on the 20th. You can't have been simply sightseeing, as your customs claims suggest. I know you're up to something, and I'll be damned if I let you use the Croft assets to indulge the same obsession that led to my sister's death. It's not too late to relinquish your claims on the manor voluntarily. If you refuse, I will find a way to cut you off. Sincerely, Atlas.
Uncle Atlas needs to get out of our life for good, for sure.
Well, hello there, Sir Lancelot. Don't worry, I won't be borrowing your sword this time. The Grand Hall. Always
Grand
loved playing
Hall
in here
indeed.
as a kid. This will be one of the first things to fix.
This place is huge, huh? Ooh, another little artifact. I might as well have a little search around first.
Figurine. I bet this appealed to Dad's idea of immortality, of rising from the ashes and being born anew.
Oh, look, a little trinket over here.
This belongs to Anna. Most of her belongings are in the guest house. What was she doing in here? Someone has a sense of humor.
Wait, what does it say? Stop smoking, love R. That's funny. Legend. Oh, we need the master key. Okay. I don't know where we get the bloody master key.
Lara, you know the West Wing is off limits.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to see.
We've been through this.
Was Mum's room in here?
Just stay out of there, darling.
Dad was always so protective of the West Wing. Locked.
You need the master key for that too.
Open this.
We might get it from the safe potentially. So we'll have a look
What are
around
you
and see.
doing sitting there on the floor, Mistress Lara?
Looking at the compass, thinking.
What about, if I may inquire?
Just thinking about discovering faraway places, about finding adventure.
I'm sure you will, my lady. You've the soul of an explorer. But don't grow up too fast.
The offer came in the post last week, and I still haven't told Richard. He flew ahead to Tibet, where I will meet him shortly. I never told him I was submitting my work. Never thought there was a chance of being accepted. Oh, but a gallery tour is not something I can pass up. The show will take me away from England for over a year. I'll begin in New York and travel across the United States and, oh, God, I'm giddy even writing these words. When Richard and I were married, I was prepared to relegate my painting to a hobby. But it was Richard who objected, who gave me my atelier and studio. Without that support, I might still be painting boring landscapes. Now I can't shake the foolish sensation that leaving would be a betrayal. He will laugh at that and insist I accept, even though I know it will break his heart to be apart. He never once asked me to sacrifice any part of my life for his. I have, of course, in 1,000 small ways over the years, but he would never ask. The discussion can wait, and I will join him in Tibet. I won't cast a shadow over his find. I will be by his side in his triumph, as I know he will stand by my side, in time.
This is incredible. Mom was on the verge of fulfilling one of her dreams. Fate can be so cruel. It can indeed. That is quite sad. It's quite sad indeed. Alright, what do we got here? We need a... Oh no, we can open this one.
Got to remember to pack this for my next trip.
Little flashlight. We will, we will. Hey! We can use it? Oh,
Should
cool.
be able to explore the dark now.
Access the servant's passage. Interesting.
Hey Jonah, sorry for not getting back to you sooner. I've decided to do some research at the manor. A lot has happened and I need some time to think about what I want to do next. This old place is filled with memories and secrets. Uncle Atlas has tried to keep me out of here for so long I don't even know if I want to keep it. But after everything that's happened, maybe I can find out what it still means to me. If it's worth fighting him for, I'll let you know how things worked out when I'm back in London.
Why was she like... it felt like she was like talking in slow motion there or something, which was weird. Okay, so the light will automatically come on when we're going into dark areas now. Which is interesting. That's locked as well. We need the master key for all of these different areas. So let's go back and check out the library, I suppose. I don't know if we actually can check out the library without the master key either, but I think that's the next logical step is to go there.
Sure. I really need to brush up on my ancestors one of these days.
Maybe a great-great-grandfather or something like that. Check this out. Did I not check this out?
This is the map I made for my first expedition with Dad. It shows a path to the library through the servants' passages.
Oh, so the library's closed. Okay.
Wait, I can get to the library through the old servants' corridor.
This thing? Aha. Okay, cool. We just needed the flashlight. We've got that now. Secrets of the past. This is really cool, actually, so far. Like, it's something completely different, right?
Amelia, the news has reached Mother. She knows that you broke off your engagement with the Earl of Farringdon. She is beside herself with worry. But, for the moment, she's controlling the narrative. As far as anyone knows, you're just having innocent second thoughts. But the moment your affair with Lord Croft goes public, it will be too late. Our name will be as ruined as this man you've chosen to bed. Don't you see that you're being selfish, Amelia? Please, consider your family. You're a de Mornay. Everything you do has a greater effect on us all. I'm coming down to London soon. Don't do anything rash until we have a chance to talk.
Yeah, what if this Atlas guy killed her? I don't know. No, I don't think so. He seems like he loves her. He's just a little bit of a jerk off. Oh, shit.
Falling apart. Maybe I should just let my uncle have this place.
No.
They say a good test of a relationship is how well you travel together. Well, I'd say Amelia and I have passed that test with flying colors. Indeed, these last few months in Egypt have been nothing short of extraordinary. She and Roth get on like old uni chums. In fact, the two have spent more than a few nights drinking and playing cards into the wee hours. Despite her decidedly proper upbringing, Amelia's taken to roughing it more than I ever have. She fits in and connects with the local populace with such amazing empathy. Because of her, I've had a bit of an unexpected breakthrough in my research. She managed to convince an artifact dealer in Old Town to sell me a magnificent and quite unusual Tibetan scroll. From what I can tell, it seems to contain details surrounding an immortality ritual of some sort. I think it's time for me to take the next step with Amelia. In fact, I don't think I can wait any longer. I will ask for her hand tomorrow in the bright Egyptian sun amidst the dust and ruins.
So I assume it's them getting
I'm
married
not
that like caused so
surprised
much
he asked her
consternation.
to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
Are we going down that way, or can we go through this door here? I'm assuming this is locked. Yep. Of course it is. Every bloody door is locked. We need the master key, which we might get in the library. Okay, anyone else down here? There's another piece of paper. Oh, there's rats. Lovely. Lovely hurling.
Amelia, I know we have had our differences in recent years. I've tried my best to keep an open mind about your relationship with Richard, but I just can't let you go on this ill-conceived expedition without saying my piece. You say Richard's theories have merit. You say that he may have actually stumbled upon some mythic, unknown truth, but I have seen nothing to support such claims. And while your word may have been enough in times past, I cannot let you squander away what remains of your name and reputation, and that of our family, truth be told, on some damned foolish crusade. I intend to go to Richard's investors and let them know exactly how he's spending their money, but I want to give you a chance to put a stop to this yourself. Please, don't go to Tibet. If not for me, at least for Lara.
Guy's a jerk off. He's trying to bring me into it.
Still just as creepy as I remember.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared now. I gotta be honest, like the music, the vibe just changed as soon as we came in here, man. Do I have a gun or anything? Alright, we got another letter.
My lord, I hope this missive finds you on a successful expedition and in good health. Before I bore you with estate affairs, I wanted to let you know that our little angel has been into some mischief.
Little angel.
As always, I indulged her in our usual game of chess. Over the course of the game, she broached the subject of her mother. She's having trouble remembering her now, and wanted to enter her ladyship's atelier, which you sealed off, to play on her mother's piano. It enraged her when she wasn't allowed to go in, of course. For someone so young, she has such strong emotions. Later in the day, she set a trap for me in the walk-in freezer.
That's a great throwback.
Before I knew what was happening,
I know
found
about
myself
that
locked
throwback.
inside.
I understand that reference
Mrs.
now.
Sheffield discovered
Captain
me an hour
America.
later, shivering and somewhat peeved. It took us an additional hour to find Lara in the grounds. I know all her hiding places, of course, but this time she really did not want to be found. Call it years of observation, but I can tell when she's out of sorts. My lord, if I may be so bold, she misses you fiercely. She is lonely for her father. Please consider a call as soon as you are able.
Yeah, that's messed up. That's hilarious, that throwback though. to the first Tomb Raider game.
Poor Winston. I remember being so angry. He was always so patient with me.
Poor Lara, man. She really has been through a lot. She just has.
King to Queen 1. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
Clever girl. But you should know by now, winning isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6. Check.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes Queen.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory. Bishop to King 7.
I know, Winston. I just want... Oh no! I didn't even see that!
You should also know by now, I'm not to be trifled with on this board, young lady. Mate.
Oh, I am going to win. Someday.
He's not gonna let you win though.
Chess with our old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him. I always chose white. Maybe if I let him go first once in a while, I might have won.
She always wanted to go first. Typical Lara. Alright, what do we got? It's a lot of reading and hearing, but I kind of like this.
Good lord, that's such a cliche. But there's truth in it. Two roads before me. Both present joy and compromise. A life with Richard, adventure, intellectual pursuit, perhaps a new family. But also a man obsessed with something I cannot understand. Or a life of obligation, upholding the de Mornay name, embracing our traditions, not losing the family that raised me. Oh, this really is a rubbish choice. I don't want to lose them, but I love the life I've started to build with Richard. He comes with his own difficulties, but I can accept them. Will it be enough?
Was it enough? Can I check this one, please?
Everything is almost ready for Mistress Lara's birthday expedition surprise. It's been a bit of an all-hands-on-deck effort organizing the affair and keeping it secret. She's obsessed with Egypt, memorizing hieroglyphs and ancient Egyptian districts, so she'll be delighted with what Lord Croft has come up with. This will be good for her. She's been acting up of late, but I know she's just craving more of her father's attention. He's been so buried in his research. It'll be a nice moment for the two of them to reconnect. And I do believe he needs it as much as she does.
Probably true. Alright. There's a note here on this? Can I check that out? No? I have to bring it back onto this, I think. Okay, I just move this out of the way. There is something written on this, but I don't know if it's like actually something we can read or what. I don't think so. No, I don't think it matters. Okay. Just making sure. We made it through, baby. Let's go. Oh, what is that?
Dad loved a good bottle of wine. I can still smell his favorite Bordeaux.
The decanter. Alright, down we go, my friends.
Dad, this is it! The basement of despair.
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there! See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The Keepers of Knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on!
That's cute. I think this may be the way to, like, get something. Oh, what is this? Looks like a grenade of sorts.
One of the wire traps Winston made for my birthday expedition. Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this birthday surprise.
It's cute.
Water damage from the main hall above.
Gotta be careful. Use the servants' passage to reach the library. Secrets of the past. We're still on this. There was a dog back in here. An ancient Egyptian dog.
This bust
A
of
pharaoh.
Anubis was from Dad's Egyptian collection. He must have put it down in the basement for our
Anubis.
little expedition.
Yeah, that's cool. The Anubis bust. Open it up. Come on. Oh. Use the crowbar. Where do we get the crowbar, dude? There's something. See? It was worth it.
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy.
That's funny. So, probably not worth it then, but still, whatever. Okay, got a map.
Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights. There's a missing page.
Okay, we gotta find page 2.
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice. Like those days in the Oxford Library before we even met. I just had my nose in a book, lost in my own world. I am such a fool. I have let my obsession with this damned ritual of long life rule my better judgment for far too long, and it may already be too late. How could I have not seen this coming? I've made this mistake over and over, always putting my research before my personal life. But it's never hurt like this before. I simply cannot live without her. If I have to give up this accursed quest that has plagued me for so long, then so be it. I am going after her, right now, tonight.
Good man, Croft. At least he realized he was wrong, like she says. Okay. Through you go, Lara. We're into the library, baby.
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
Hopefully. Alright. Let's check the whole place
I
out.
created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me in Morocco so many years ago. At the time, I remember being so annoyed by that rather aggressive street vendor, but she just smiled in her sunny way and paid him without a second thought. I assumed it was just a tourist scam, but it actually works. Turns out it requires a very specific kind of vellum and a heat source to illuminate the ink after it's dried. It should prove a nice challenge for Lara to puzzle out.
Cool. Can we still check it out now, I wonder? Is there a way for us to do it now? Probably not, but still pretty cool.
It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly?
His head's gone, Lara.
This music is familiar. It's beautiful.
Alright, I'm turning it off because I don't want to get copyrighted, though, just in case. It's not worth the risk.
I always accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox research was just something I had to live with. But this time, the thrill of discovery has taken hold of me. I never imagined I could be drawn in this way. Richard cabled to tell me he's found the monastery. The symbol we deciphered in the scroll was the key to its location. I don't know if I honestly believe that this will lead to the fabled elixir of life, but I can't help but feel that a great secret awaits us there. My brother was threatening to shut down the expedition, but I managed to talk him down for the time being. Now I am going to meet Richard. I would bring Lara if I could, but she's still too young. She'll be in good hands with Winston, and when we return, her parents might just be a bit more famous.
Yep, she was beginning to believe, but it didn't help them, really. That's the sad part, you know. Alright, we have a little look at a book here.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
Okay. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. And the day of our wedding anniversary. Okay.
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. There's something else here. Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it, though.
BC.
The Croft family crest.
Yeah, it was the
and
grandfather's
initials.
lighter. Okay.
BC. I wonder if this belonged to my grandfather.
Probably did. Okay. New gear acquired. Lighter. Oh, we can use that.
Okay. Should be able to light the fireplace now.
And what's the benefit to lighting the fireplace, may I ask? Just to keep us warm? I guess. Okay. Let's have a look around a little further here. We're looking for a painting. We're looking for their wedding anniversary, I suppose.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
That's one of them.
Let me see. These two myths are referencing the same source material. But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been paying attention, haven't you? This could be an important breakthrough.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
That and more, my darling girl.
Takes me back. Those were good times. The best times. This was always one of my favorite books in this library. I used to trace hieroglyphs.
Alright. There we go. I'm assuming the next clue is probably upstairs somewhere.
I've reached the monastery. As Roth predicted, it was hidden deep in the Himalayas. And now that I'm standing on these high stone walls, I am overwhelmed by the sheer beauty of the mountains that surround me. It is simply breathtaking. But what adds to their spiritual majesty is the truth of this place. The monks welcomed me, as is their way, but they seemed to expect me. They must have known someone like me would eventually come seeking answers. I know this is the place. They've conducted the ritual before. I have seen the evidence, the distinctive symbols carved into the floors, the art displayed on the inner chamber's walls. They've created the elixir before, and they will again if I can convince them. I sent Amelia a message straight away. I want her by my side for this discovery.
Dad was looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life?
I think it was. We gotta move this.
Took quite a tumble off of this old thing when I was a girl. Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time.
All right. We're up, baby. Gotta be something up here, right? How do I move this? Do I push it? Oh, right. Now we have to go down. I see. I understand. But we can get up over here now. Genius! Absolute sheer genius from Lara Croft. You can't beat genius, sir. You can't beat genius. Right, there's bound to be stuff up here. No doubt. There's a memory here, I think. There's also a map of sorts.
Blank, except for the image of a key.
Oh, could it be that we use that,
I remember this map now. It leads to the master key, but we made it with a special kind of invisible ink.
Find a
It could
heat source
only
large
be
enough to reveal the
seen
map.
with the heat of a fire.
Oh, we can use the fireplace now, I assume. Right? That's going to be it. We can use the fireplace now. I'm assuming we can't go through here yet. But we will be able to with the master key.
I
So
stashed one
gotta
of
find that.
Winston's master keys in here when I was a kid.
Just bring this over to the fire here.
I can see the map.
Aha!
The key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase.
Under a trunk near the bookcase.
X marks the spot, as they say.
Aha. Okay. In here? Ah, there we go. We are a genius, Lara Croft. This is proper puzzles and kind of, it's mostly just listening to
master key.
old tapes and
This
stuff,
should
but
get me into the
I enjoy that
West
aspect
Wing.
of it. All right. We got it, baby. Master key acquired. Key to the
Alright.
past. Croft Manor. Acquire the master key.
This should open most rooms in the manor, including the Forbidden West Wing.
Forbidden West Wing. That's where we're going, baby. So something worth having up here.
This picture was taken in the library.
1820 additions to the main hall in
1820
progress.
additions to the main hall in progress.
That's it. I literally said the exact same thing as her. I didn't realize she was going to read it out. And she literally said, at the end as well. Okay, that's funny. Okay, so we got 2 doors we can go out. One of them's that one there, but I think we probably want to go out the one upstairs here, right? Just first. Kind of figure that makes the most sense to me, at least. And we can open this trunk while we're up here as well. So let's do that. Open sesame. There's a couple other chests around the place too where we could have...
Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6? 8? I think this hieroglyph corresponds to a number. But which one?
Oh, that's a safe clue as well. Right. We found the safe clue. Search the library for remaining combination clues. Wait, where's the safe we have to open? Back in the room, right? The master in the atelier and the master bedroom. Okay.
Okay, Dad's clues mention Mum's paintings and their anniversary. Hopefully I can find some answers in the West Wing.
All right, so we're headed to the West Wing, baby. What are you, sir? Relic Hunter. There we go.
Immortality artifacts. I think Roth bought this for him from a trader in Greece.
All right, so we found half of the ones in here now. We didn't get this one before?
Lara, since your return from your expedition to Yamatai, I've grown increasingly alarmed at your erratic behavior. I can only assume you suffered some kind of psychological trauma and are only acting out as a call for help. I want you to know that I hear you, loud and clear.
This guy,
And
man.
I agree that it's time for you to be evaluated by a professional. I took the liberty of arranging an introduction to a highly qualified colleague of mine. You should be receiving the details in the post soon. I want to impress upon you the importance of this, Lara. As executor of the estate, it is my duty to see that it is left in capable hands. And if I may be blunt, you're acting like your father when he was at his worst. He nearly lost the manor himself in those days. I'd hate for you to repeat his mistakes. I encourage you to embrace the help I'm offering.
Shut up, dude. Sincerely, your uncle. Like, seriously, shut the hell up. Open sesame, baby. What do we got in here?
The Croft family crest.
Oh, that's pretty badass, actually. That family crest is badass. Okay, Lara. Let's go. It's time to finally go into the West Wing. Where you are banned. Oh, shit. That tree came through the bloody wall there, huh? Okay. Getting kind of scared now. Getting kind of Resident Evil vibes now. Like before I was like, it's kind of like Resident Evil without the scariness, but now I'm feeling a little scared.
With Amelia gone, the manor is a different place. A dimness pervades, a quiet I can't stand. Even though Lara is too young to understand what has happened, she also senses the change. She's asked after her mother only once, and I'm afraid my reaction must have terrified her. I will need Winston more than ever these next few months to help look after her. I never quite realized how much grief can consume a man, but I am utterly consumed. I know I can't escape the pain, but I will try my damnedest to avoid it. I will seal the West Wing for as long as I live in this place. It will remain exactly as Amelia left it. Perhaps someday Lara can find her own answers there.
I don't know how I feel about that, like just completely sealing the whole place off. It seems a little bit wrong, but... Okay. Check back this way.
Okay, Lara, keep it
The fuck was
together.
that?
You're starting to see things. Mum's
that was a-
atelier. Dad sealed it soon after she died.
That was a gunshot,
I
bro!
couldn't bear the idea of removing any of her belongings.
My lord, we all hope your work was well received at the conference and look forward to your return. As is so often the case with these missives, I wanted to call your attention to an incident involving our little angel. It seems that Lara has been the subject of some ridicule amongst the other girls at school. From what I can gather, some of the other young ladies were teasing her for being too much of a tomboy. You know how Lara can get when pushed into a corner. Let's just say they won't be bothering her again. But I do think their words have had an effect. I believe Lara has been missing her mother lately. She's begun to worry that she isn't like the other girls. And having grown up with only a father, it shouldn't come as a surprise that she has trouble relating to them. I wonder if this new friend of yours, Anna, is it? Perhaps she might prove a welcome influence. It might be worth bringing her to the manor to meet Lara. In any case, I'll let you decide the proper time to do that. Please travel home safely. Yours, Winston.
Winston's a top man. Alright, let's go into the atelier.
Untouched for years, exactly as she left it.
Wow. There's Croft.
I stood up to my family's criticism, stood in defense of Richard and our love. But as my new life began in Croft Manor,
Do we know how she
doubt
died?
set in. How could love flourish in these cavernous halls and endless passageways? Had I made a terrible mistake? I have never been more delighted to be wrong. Richard welcomed me to the manor, my new home, with a game. It was a clue, written in jumbled words from 5 different languages, but it pointed the way forward. The next clue was a seemingly blank piece of parchment in the kitchen, where the heat of a candle revealed a message written in lemon juice. I followed each step, grinning like a child as I solved his riddles and chased the trail to its end. A white cloth stretched out on the lawn where a picnic was laid out. We laughed and ate, and my doubt vanished with the last of the morning mist. Love can and will endure.
That's nice. That is nice. All right, let's have a look at the picture here.
Mum with me as a baby. I've never
Oh, she
seen
just
this.
looks just
Hard
like
to
her.
believe I was ever that small.
She looks just like her there. That's awesome. This painting here is pretty cool, actually. Another photo.
I don't have any memory of this. I wish I could remember doing this. Mum died too young.
That's cute.
Mum's
There's
paintings.
Croft.
Which
They're really
one
cool,
was
actually.
Dad's favorite?
Probably this one. This one of him? I don't know.
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should say I returned to my family's home. Atlas was there, in one of his foul moods, and even as he dripped venom for Richard with his cruel barbs, I could only laugh. To think that I once listened to my bitter brother in matters of my own happiness. My dismissal only served to infuriate him more. I left him there in Father's study, muttering to himself. On the drive back, as Winston took a longer route through the country, I looked through my paintings, Richard's favourite one among them.
There we go.
A simple abstract with
I knew it wasn't going to be
locks
the one
red.
of himself.
I smiled, thinking about giving it to him. I was happy, and I was going home.
All right, so
Blocks
this one
of
here.
Red, Dad's favorite painting. Maybe something about that painting will help me figure out the combination.
Gotta be this one right here, right? Unless there's a different one with blocks of red, but... I don't know, I think I might have already figured it out, because it said 1 out of 2 or something. There's nothing on the back of it there that I see.
You've almost got it, darling. Here, let me show you. Like this, see? Well done, Lara. Well done.
I wonder how my life would have been different had she lived.
Right, maybe we can come back here. We'll go check out the other part, and then we'll come back here.
I'm glad I still have so much of Mum's work.
The master bedroom, my friends. Maybe we did figure it out, but I just didn't see it pop up. I'm not sure. Right, it's time to go to the master bedroom, my friends. Okay. A few different things around the place. We got a stopwatch.
I think this was Dad's pocket watch. Looks like it stopped precisely at midnight.
Done. How could you tell him about the expedition?
It's just all been too much. I needed to talk to someone. He's still my brother.
I don't trust him.
You don't have to, Richard, but please, trust me.
I'm sorry, my dear, but I know him. He'll take it to the papers. The investors will pull out.
Then go. Without me. Tonight. I will take care of Atlas. And then meet you in Tibet next week.
I was so young, but I still remember that terrible argument. It wasn't always an easy road for my parents. This is Dad. I suppose it's a family tradition, but I can't imagine having one of these made of me.
It would be pretty weird. Yeah, so that argument's interesting.
My
Is that what
mother's
led to her death? I'm
perfume,
not sure.
The smell. So familiar. I can almost
Like when he
remember
went there without her.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced the purity and chaos of his passion, and I came to realize I want his passion in my life every day. So it's done. Richard wanted to wait another 4 days until my birthday, but I wouldn't have it. Once I make a decision, I prefer to get on with it. So we found a small chapel in Luxor that was just right. And with Roth and the others at our side, we married as the sun set over this remarkable land. Mother will never forgive me. Atlas will forever resent me. But I don't care anymore. I'm free of De Mornay obligations. Free to pursue my own passions and live my life surrounded by those who will encourage and challenge me. I'm excited for the future, whatever it may bring. Tomorrow, Richard and I return home to London as the Crofts, forging our path together.
So there you go. 4 days before her birthday is their anniversary. So that is a clue. That's one clue. But yeah, this is super sad, man. This whole thing is like, it's super sad. And I lost my mother at a similar age, so it's kind of hitting harder when I'm seeing all these things with her mother and stuff. It's quite sad.
Amelia would not have approved. That alone should have been the end of it. But I am, as God made me, a stubborn fool. I locked all the West Wing's doors, and I shall not open them again until either my life or my obstinacy comes to an end. The night before, Roth told me I would someday change my mind. Like a broken arm cast in plaster, he said. The wound would heal, and we would someday shed the bandages to be whole again. The metaphor made me furious. The clumsy way he cast our loss off as nothing more than an inconvenience. There is wisdom in his rough words, but I've done what I must. Perhaps one day, Lara will throw back the doors to let the sun shine in again. Maybe she will find her own sense of peace in this place.
I hope so.
At least that old thing still works.
I am bursting with pride. Amelia is with child. It is amazing how everything in life can change with such a simple event. Obviously, we don't know the gender, but already we've discussed possible names. Perhaps Benjamin, after my grandfather, or maybe Griffin. He was more infamous at Croft than even me. No, Amelia wouldn't have it. Besides, she's certain it's a girl. She favors a classic such as Scarlet or Kate, though I've made some headway with Lara. A subtle nod to the sun god Ra, and our days in Egypt, where certainly this child was conceived. I find myself thinking about this new life we've created, of how much she might be like us. For all my research into myths of immortality, I may have ignored the most obvious answer to the questions that plague me. We live on through our progeny, our genes, DNA, experiences passed through the generations. Perhaps this is the simple truth of eternal life, and I've just been too stubborn to accept it.
I may
Perhaps.
have discovered the secret to immortality without even knowing it.
Is this the wedding ring?
Mum's wedding ring. I always wondered what happened to it. The inscription is faded.
I don't rightly know. Alright, there's something over here. We're gonna get the last clue here, surely.
Mum, on her wedding day, she looks so beautiful.
The date on the back. October. Ooh.
There's
Just
a
the
date,
just the month.
October something. Damn, the number is faded. Their anniversary was in October, but which day? Oh, I can't believe I don't know this. There's got to be another clue somewhere. I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday.
There we go. There we go. October 13th. So 4 days later, October 17th. There we go.
Mum's birthday.
Bang! Nailed it. October 17th. We got it done.
Back to the study to open that
Let's go
safe.
open that safe, baby. Let's go open that safe. We're keeping this goddamn manor. You understand me? You little scumbag. You little scumbag, Atlas. I don't remember any of the actual numbers, so I'm assuming it'll tell me, right?
Dad, what do you keep in there?
Nothing too important, Lara. Estate business and such.
There you
If
go.
it's not important, then why bother putting it in a safe?
I should know better than to try and pull one over on you. There is something important in here. And it's for you, should you need it someday.
Well, let's hope you came through for me, Dad. Okay,
hope so.
found all the clues. Let's see if I can figure this out. No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues.
The painting. I know which painting it is, but maybe 4 red blocks? It's hardly 5, 4, 9,
No,
is it?
that didn't work. That worked.
Oh, that is it. Okay. Interesting.
It makes me happy to know that Dad kept this safe.
It's our handprint. Okay, so the
No,
4 must have been for the
that's
4
not
red
what
blocks.
I'm looking for.
I am numb. It is taking all my willpower to hold back the overwhelming grief. Amelia's plane crashed in the mountains. She died alone in the snow, waiting for me to find her. Oh God, not her, not now. I cannot accept it. Life without her is too painful to imagine. I know what must be done, and I am resolved. I'm going to bring her back. Perhaps this is why I am here. Perhaps this is fate, a test of my faith in the truth I've sought for so long. Roth will fight me on this, but I can't face Lara. I can't look into her eyes unless I try. I must try to bring Amelia back. The monks are preparing the elixir now, and then we will see if all my years of hunting this truth was for naught.
Yikes.
Dad, what did you do? Dad's sequel to his first book on immortality. He never got a chance to publish it. Handwritten. This is the only copy. Damn, this isn't it either. I was
I'm
certain
guessing it's
there
this.
had to be a will in here.
It's gotta be this last one.
What's that?
This has got to be it.
A blank page.
Oh, it's got the... Gotta bring it to some fire.
Dad must have left this for me. It has to be important.
Right, we've got to bring it to the fire. Jump down, bring it over to the fire. Here we go.
A hidden message. What are these strange marks? They have to be some kind of clue.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Oh, wait. They're symbols. Okay. I think we can bring it somewhere and we can figure out the systems, right? Like, the letters mean something, so... Was this always here?
Mistress Lara, I took the liberty of preparing a tray, as dinner did not go according to plans. I've included, in addition to your meal, a few treats. I would appreciate it if you kept this between us, but I felt tonight called for something special. If you will forgive me the indulgence, your rapid exit from the dinner table had me concerned, and I wanted to impart something that I hope sets your mind at ease. I have known your father for quite some time. There is an intensity to his passion that can be frightening, but I recognize that same passion in you. You're more like him than you know. Never doubt that he loves you more than his research, more than his artifacts, more than anything in this world. Storms pass, and tomorrow will be clear and blue again. When you have finished, please leave the tray outside. Be well. Yours, Winston.
Winston seems like a legend, to be fair to him. Right. Back here we're going, is it? It's telling me to come down here, I think. Oh, there's a door here. Didn't even see this one. Hello. It's me, your boy. We going upstairs or downstairs? 2 is the third one, so 1 something 2. I'm not seeing the third one here, though, is the problem. Like, I'm not seeing it at all. Wait, this is glowing up, though, for some reason. Wait a second. Oh, hang on. Okay, but what's the... See, this is where I'm confused now. What's the code, man?
The numbers, basically. What do they mean?
I know though it's 1 something 2, but I'm not understanding what this third symbol is. What if it's 4? Yeah, 142 I think this could be. I think it's 4 there. 142. Let's have a look. 142. Bang! Let's go. Holy shit, okay. This isn't scary at all.
Locked in.
I'm terrified right now.
Did Dad build all of this just to keep his research safe?
It seems like he did, yes. Holy shit. This is crazy. We got a little dragon here.
This was part of a set of statues.
Hey, the Emerald Dragon, the Jade Dragon.
The Temple of Xian. Perhaps I should look into it someday.
The Temple of Xian. You do look into it someday, Lara. You do look into it someday. That's awesome. That's so cool. I'm loving the little throwbacks here. This is so cool.
It's over. I have done all that I could, and my Amelia is still cold and dead. Roth first scowled at my designs. Then he pleaded with me not to go through with the ritual. Not because he feared it might work, but because he feared what I might do when it failed. And it has failed. There is no doubt in that. I prepared everything according to my research. When I dropped the stone into the elixir and held it to her lips, I thought for the barest moment that it had worked. The hour was midnight and my pocket watch stopped inexplicably. There was a charge in the air like the moment before a lightning strike. For a heartbeat, I imagined that my life was being drawn from me as one empties a glass in order to be poured back into Amelia. I would have welcomed death if the last thing I saw were her eyes, clear and alive again. But the moment passed. Amelia is still dead, and I was no Orpheus. We will return to the manor and lay her to rest. I owe her that much.
You brought her home. She's here, somewhere.
Man, this is really sad. Whole thing.
Dad's collected knowledge. There must be so many secrets hidden in here.
Richard, I tried to see you in person last week, but your manservant hustled me away like some common tout peddling silverware. He told me you are heartbroken and you're not yet ready to see visitors. He told me you blame yourself for your loss. Well, to that, I say, you had damn well better. I hope it hurts. I hope every moment of your life from this day forward is a ringing echo of loss. I hope you live just long enough to feel that pain grow when you hoped it would diminish, because you earned it. You stole Amelia from us. You ruined her reputation and poisoned her mind with a fantasy for children. In the end, you might as well have choked the life from her with your own hands. Do not contact me again, ever. But you must make arrangements for the future of your daughter. Have you considered perhaps it would be better if you followed Amelia sooner rather than later? As Lara's legal guardian, perhaps I could erase some of the damage you've already done to the poor girl. If not, I will do everything in my power to see to it that the Croft name is forgotten. Lara.
Oh shit, I didn't realize there was more. I thought that was the end of it.
To see
Lara deserves better than you, so did Amelia, and so do we all, Atlas. That was pretty much the end of it. God damn it, dude. The thing that pisses me off the most is, like, it turns out he was kind of right, you know? Like, I don't know. It's
There's an
fucking
inscription. This is the Croft universe. Our knowledge is to the east. Our respite to the west. Our future is to the south. Our past is to the north.
Huh.
Our past to the north. Could there be something else beneath the manor?
Possible. It is definitely possible.
Might
Let's just
be
have a look at
able to
everything
use
else. Oh, there we
this to
go.
see parts of the manor.
There we go. We got the crowbar, baby. Crowbar. We can knock that wall open, man. Is that everything left in here? Yeah, I think so. Okay, open it up, Lara. I mean, this man went to some serious lengths. Solve the riddle of the sun-shaped plaque. Okay. Future is to the north. We know that much, and we can open up all of these good things now. And where does that lead? Back up?
Hi, Dad. So I know I only just returned to school, but when can I come out to the dig site again? It's just so boring here. We're doing all the stuff I already read last summer. I always end up staring out the window and thinking about our expeditions, and then I'm yelled at for daydreaming. I promise I'll be good and not disturb you and just work wherever you tell me. I just miss it, Dad. And I miss you.
That's sad. Okay, so where are we going? Down in here. I don't remember there being anything to open up with a crowbar down here. Do you guys? Do you guys? Like you guys are going to be here in time for me to remember? I don't know. I just don't remember anything being down here, so I feel like it's not. But I'll have a look anyway, just on the off chance that I'm wrong. We can open these now as well, right? Can we open all three of these, or is it just this one? Nothing in there. We can open two of them at least. Might be nothing in here, to be honest, but it's worth a shot. Ah, there is indeed.
Lord Croft is resolved to seal the west wing of the manor. I try to talk sense into him, but he will not be swayed. And to make matters worse, I believe his experiences in Tibet have only further fueled the fire of his obsession. He's now up at all hours in his study, researching God knows what. And poor Lara, she is so confused. Too young to understand the tragedy that has befallen this great house. My dearest hope is that Lord Croft will emerge from his grief and embrace fatherhood and the love of his daughter. But I fear he may give in to his obsessive nature, that which Lady Amelia tempered in him so well. In any case, I will be a rock for young Lara. She will never sense tragedy and sorrow in me, only the love and support she deserves.
Winston's a real one, man. Winston is a real one for sure. Legend of the game. Alright, there's got to be other ways, something to do here. Other stuff to do. Oh, wait. Hang on. The sun! Aha!
Our knowledge is to the east. Our respite to the west. Our future is to the south. Our past is to the north.
So the north would be up this way then. Okay. Alright. Let's have a look. Something here. Open it up. Crack it open with the crowbar, baby. Investigate the Croft family crypt. Let's go do it. The hidden truth. Cool looking statue. I tell you that much.
Incredible. This crypt was here all along.
Alright, let's have a look at this one.
I expected a sort of crushing finality to grip me when we returned to the manor to lay Amelia to rest. Indeed, once the last of my funereal duties were performed, I fully believed that I would crumple to the ground next to her and expire, not from grief, but succumbing to the terrible exhaustion of the last few weeks. Instead, as the mausoleum stones slid into place, I felt a sort of peace and energy, one that I confess caught me entirely off guard. This was not the terminus of our story, and I was a fool to think so. Her body may be gone, but her spirit still resides here, in the manor, in me, in Lara. Her soul is forever twined with mine, and death is just a momentary interruption. I walked out of that cold quiet into a sunlight that burned my eyes, and I have never been more sure. Death is not the end, and there is work yet to do.
Okay, interesting. He was fired up. And this is where she is laid to rest. In memory of our loving husband and father. Earth has no sorrow that heaven cannot heal. Cool. So this is like the Croft crypt in general, the whole crypt.
My God, can it be? Dad, you did bring her home.
My dearest Lara, it is difficult to write this, knowing these may only ever be words on a page to you. I wonder if you will remember my voice. Will you remember the way we used to play and laugh? Will you remember me comforting you when you were sad? Know that I'm still with you, Lara. My energy.
Did she know she was
my
gonna die?
love. It's within you. It always will be. Use that energy to pursue your passions in life. Never let others determine your journey. You become who you are through your choices, through the love you give and the promises you keep. I hope you are happy, that you are loved and successful in whatever it is you choose to do. I am proud of you, my darling. Remember me, with all my love, your mother.
I wonder how she knew though. How she knew she was gonna die. It seems like she did, at least. Co-developed by Nixus Crystal Dynamics. Cool.
What's this? A letter.
Additional relics have become available in the manor. 2 days later. Oh.
Lara, I have received the notarized affidavit confirming Amelia's grave and the discovery of the burial crypt within the manor premises. While I can't fathom why your father would hide your mother's fate from her own family, I cannot deny that any legal claims I may have had on the estate are now null and void. Croft Manor and the remainder of your father's assets are now yours in perpetuity to do with as you wish. If there comes a time when you require assistance in managing the estate, I hope you will consider contacting me to retain my services. Sincerely, your uncle.
Get fucked, Atlas.
I've been so focused on defying my uncle, of fighting to keep his hands off this manor, that I never realized how much this place actually means to me. But since I've been here, I can feel the presence of my mother and father. I sense the entire history of my family and the deep roots we have in this place. I want to honor my parents. I want to honor all of my ancestors. The Croft family may be all but destroyed, but I will make our name and our home great again.
Yeah! That's what we're cooking, Lara. Let's go. Can we go outside? No, we can't. Oh, that's awesome. All right. I enjoyed that immensely, I must say. That was actually a really good time. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. If you did, make sure to drop a big like. It's the best way to let me know you enjoyed the content. I don't know where these extra relics that they talk about are, if they even are around. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, here they are here. Cool. Let's have a look at them.
The broken sword I brought back from Yamato.
From Lara's Adventures. And there's the Divine Source. Or, well,
The Atlas.
The Atlas.
Such an amazing piece of craftsmanship. Sophia insisted I take it home with me.
That's nice of her. Sophia's a queen. We love Sophia. And there's something here as well. Our guns!
I can still remember the last time I fired these.
Roth's pistols. Sick. That's awesome. Roth's pistols. And that's all that we have here. There's something maybe more in here. Aha.
One of Dad's Yoruba masks. A gift from a friend he met on an expedition in Nigeria.
Cool. Yeah, well, guys, that's where we're going to end the video. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a blast doing it, and I can't wait for Shadow of the Tomb Raider next. It should be a real fun time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys for more in the very near future. It's been my pleasure to serve you all. Have a good one. Peace out.